All right, YouTube. I haven't posted any videos lately on the tractor. I've got some other projects that I'm working on. One of them just happens to be this flatbed that I've started. I'm building a flatbed for my pickup because it's so much easier to work off of. You don't have to worry about scratching it. You can throw stuff on there. You have more bedroom, especially when you're hooking up trailers. You don't have to stop, open your tailgate, back under it. So I've got my 2011 truck here, and I've already started, I've already pulled the camera out. I've got some video of it, and I'm gonna start pulling these reverse sensors out, and so I can incorporate them into the flatbed. I've already got this bed sold. A gentleman's coming tomorrow to pick it up, and I'm using that money to pay for material in the build of the flatbed. And I'll tell you right now, I've got about $900 in metal, and then a couple $100 in lights, and then I'll probably have a couple $100 in paint. So all in all, I'll probably be in at about $1,500 to build my own flatbed. I got quotes from some other companies locally, and they're around $2,800. I'm sure I can wait until they get either overstocked or a sale happens, and I could probably get one for $2 grand. I don't know, maybe $1,800. But I found this flatbed online. Actually off YouTube. This guy has a channel called Optimal Welding, and he builds these very nice looking flatbed. I liked it a lot, and he sells his plans online on optimalwelding.com. So I purchased the plans, and I'll show you what they look like, kind of what I'm basing the build off of. So this is the bed I'm building. This is what it's going to look like with the finished product. And this is the first major project I've ever done with working with metal. I've got a little bit of experience welding, not much, but I really wanted a flatbed, and I thought, well, not only will I save money doing it myself, but I also have the pride of accomplishing a project like this, especially being the first time. So anyways, that's what it's going to look like once I get it all said and done. I've already got the base started, and I'll continue to make videos. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and follow along if you want to watch. But for now, I'm going to get back at it and get these reverse sensors out, and I'll do a how-to on that as well. So stay tuned. Okay, so here's the reverse sensor. I've already got it out of the bumper, and I just want to show you how they come out. And this is on a Ford, but once it's in the bumper, you're gonna come on the back side. There's two ears here that stick up. You pull these ears out, and then you don't break the ear, but you pull your ears out just enough to unclip it and push the sensor out from the center of the hole. And then so with this piece, obviously in the bumper, like so. So with the set in the bumper, on the inside, there's two tabs. On the inside, there's two tabs, and you pull these tabs up here here's on the bottom, and then on the top, there's a tab here too. And when you pull both those tabs down, and then you can pull it out, and it's a little bit of an effort, but same thing on this sensor here that's in the plastic. You just pop it out from the back side, pull your tabs out from on this side of the bumper, and then slide it out. So that's how you get your reverse sensors out. So that's what I'm gonna finish doing here, and then I'm gonna start pulling my toolbox combo out, and I'm gonna take the bed off. So. So here's the camera, and there's a wiring harness here. I think what I'm gonna do is unclip the wiring harness here and then pull the rest of this harness out through the tailgate. That way I can retain all the factory harness, and I'll have just this camera. And then when I build the flatbed, I'm gonna fab up some kind of mount system to mount this camera. So these rods that connect your latches, you just pull these clips up, pull these rods off. There's one here too. And then I'm gonna take these 2 bolts out and just drop out the whole assembly down from underneath the tailgate. And voila! Now then, pull these clips off. There it is. That's what I'm going to use to put back on my truck for the flatbed. And now, the camera's missing. Here's a little tip for you. If you got a stubborn bolt that won't break loose, hit the top of it pretty hard with the hammer. All right, got all the wiring for the tail lights out, disconnected from the bed. Got the fuel filler hoses out and the depth hose out. Got my air lines out for the back airbags. And I think we're ready to pull this off. So let's get the tractor out here, the ratchet system. All right, got the bed off. What I did was to hook it up was my yellow strats, which was what I wanted to use. The hooks were too big to go in the, see here, that hook would not fit in these on the bed. So I just got chain, and this one ran it through that strap to the forks to keep all that together. And this chain was the perfect length. This one was too long, so I just put a boomer in here and took up the slack, and then wound the chain around it to keep it latched. But wasn't too bad. I'm not sure how much you got or how much I got on video because my battery's getting low, but there is the truck frame. And what I want to do is I want to try to keep this factory gooseneck hitch on there because it bolts directly to the frame. And then also I'm keeping this factory receiver hitch, so just the bumper's coming off. But the reason why I went with 2x2 by quarter square tubing is because normally you would set your flatbed directly on this hump of the frame because this part's higher than the rest of it. So that 2x2 will bring me as close as I can get to this gooseneck hitch, and then I'll just space it out on the front and back, and then weld straps to it and bolt it. So that's the plan. I'm hoping it works. If not, then I'll just have to remove this and I'll have to buy a gooseneck receiver and weld into the bed. So I think that's it for now. All I gotta do is pull this bumper off. There's not much to it, just 4 bolts. And then I'm gonna get back at it on building this bed. So if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, because this is just the beginning of the build, and then I'll continue to get video the best I can if I don't forget. And if I do forget to start recording, then I'll update you on how far I got. So until then, see you next time.